Hey traders, Gil from GTraderPro.com here, and it's a Sunday afternoon here on October 26th, and it's been a while since I've done a YouTube video, and so I wanted to talk to you in this video about a exciting new offering that we're going to be having here at GTraderPro, and it involves crude oil and something that we refer to as Crude Trader Pro. Now, let me just give you a little bit of background about what this is going to be and what this is going to entail. It was about 8 weeks ago, I was doing a little group session with some of my inner circle group, and we were going over some of the inner circle work that we do, and one of the traders asked me to discuss crude oil a little bit. So we're going over some of the things with crude, and I happened to mention something that I had picked up and started doing about 15 years ago, something I had noticed very specifically about crude. And, it was almost very nonchalantly that I happened to mention this particular setup, something I had never mentioned to anybody before. And, the more we talked about it, the more I realized that it was a pretty unique and special opportunity. And one of the comments I had made that caught everybody's attention was the fact that this particular setup has an average of about an 80 to 90% success rate spread out over, I had happened to be looking at a 60-minute chart, and over the course of about 30 days, I highlighted every trade opportunity based on this one setup. And we reviewed literally about 18 to 20 different trades. And lo and behold, it showed that if we just stayed disciplined and took this particular approach with oil, that it resulted in an 80-90% success rate. And again, it was a very almost a flippant comment, if you will, very nonchalant, matter of fact. And one of the traders said, "Wait a second, what are you, how long have you been keeping this secret?" And it was a pretty funny conversation. It was literally nothing I had intended to discuss. Quite frankly, it's something that I had just tucked away, and didn't know that there was really going to be that kind of interest in this particular setup with crude oil. So what I decided to do was develop a little bit of a control group. I invited 3 or 4 traders to work with me and to learn the setup and be able to recognize exactly what the setup was, when to take it, when not to take it. And I wanted to see if they could mimic my results, if they could repeat my results. So I let these 4 or 5 traders take advantage of these setups for about a 30-day period of time, and lo and behold, the success was extremely high. So I was very pleased with what they were able to do with it. So I decided to invite 2 or 3 more folks, more traders, to take the training, teach them what we were doing here with crude. And again, I wanted to see if they could stay very focused and disciplined with the setup and see what their results were. And so over the course of the last 6 to 8 weeks, I've been very pleased with what they've been able to achieve and replicate using this particular setup. So I actually made a decision to go ahead and teach this very unique, very precise, very disciplined crude oil setup to some additional traders, and the demand has been incredible, quite frankly. And so the group has grown quite a bit over the last several weeks, and the response has been phenomenal. They're doing extremely well. Everybody is extremely pleased with what they've learned and finding a great degree of success in their trading. So what I've decided to do is kind of segue out of training this on a one-on-one basis, and for the first time offer something in a video series. So it will be coming out. It's not available currently. It will be coming out over the next week or two. It will be a video series, a very detailed video series that will be highlighting precisely what this crude oil setup is all about. Again, a setup that has an 80 to 90% success ratio if you just follow the protocol precisely. So what I want to do here today is go over 2 or 3 recent setups and just show you, of course, not what the setup is, but just go over 2 or 3 setups that we've done here live over the last week or so, the last few days with this particular setup. And let's just take a look at it and see where some of these setups were and what some of the results have been, or some of the trading opportunities have looked like. So the chart is on the right hand side, as we can see here. Now, this happens to be Friday. Now, Friday we made a call to short crude at 62.30. Now, this particular setup has got some very precise requirements, rules, if you will. There are very few of them, but they're very important to follow. And if a trader follows the rules, then they would have come in here in the morning session and would have shorted this swing up to 62.30. The call was to short 62.30. And as you can see here, there was a response to 62.30, a fairly nice one, 30-40 tick decline. The market made another pass at 62.30. This happens to be a 15-minute chart. And notice at this point in time, there is no 15-minute bar that is closing above the sale price. And then this particular trade did take some time to get going on, but we also called for 61.45 as support on Friday, and 61.45 if a trader wanted to hold out for the entire move. 62.30 sold off to 61.45 into the afternoon. Now, this happened to be, again, a trade that took a little while to manifest to the full target. But certainly anywhere along the line, a trader could have easily taken 20, 30, 40, 50 ticks or more in a much quicker basis. But a trader who was willing to let the trade work, had their stop working, had their targets working, certainly could have been scaling out and taken their final trade at the full target of 61.45. This was a really, really nice trade. It was later in the day. It started late morning, midday, and took, their first touch of 61.45. They got very close to it here, obviously, at about 2 o'clock. But it took a good 2 hours for it to manifest itself to the full target. The point being, the trade is the entry. A trader can certainly, as we said, take whatever out of the trade, take whatever they can out of the trade that they're comfortable taking. This was the Friday setup. If we scroll back to the previous, I think this was the previous day's trade. Let's take a look at the date here. October 23rd. The call on October 23rd, however, was to short 62.03. And again, waiting for the particular, very detailed setup, the actual trade that we took would have occurred here at this point in time, right at the 9 o'clock hour. So right at 9 o'clock, crude had rallied up, hit our price. They had hit it over here at 7:30 in the morning. 9 o'clock, they came up and hit the same 62.03 price, spiked a little bit, and then quickly sold off again for our 61.45 price level, and a little bit more out of it than that. But this was a much quicker response, not as big from 62.03, but the sale was, the call was to short 62.03, and of course, once again, traders can take whatever they're comfortable with, trail their stop, take their targets. We teach how to do this very specifically with this particular setup, how to place stops, where our targets are, why our targets are there. But this was a nice trade, again, that happened on the 23rd. Let's take a look just a little further back. And for this trade, we'll have to go back a little bit deeper. Here's a very interesting setup on this day. Now, this, I believe, was, yes, October 21st, just a couple of days prior to the 23rd. Call was to short 57.95. Now, let's just take a look at how this trade played out. Here we are in the at the 10 o'clock hour, and the market rallies up sharply. Took till about 12:30, 12:45 or so to get to our entry. And again, they spiked a little bit. This is very acceptable. We're not looking to be right at the tick. This is the actual sell level, 57.95. Traders, once again, who have taken the course know exactly how much wiggle room to give the trade, how much stop they have to allow for. Market spiked the entry level but did not stop any of us out, and very, very quickly had a sharp reaction. Again, this is a 15-minute chart, and certainly in the same 15-minute bar, the trader could have taken a very nice 50-tick trade. If you're willing to hold on, you took a bigger trade a bigger move out of the trade, and it turned into a full handle move. So this was a really nice quick response. Now, what's interesting is you are locating these entry levels the exact same way each and every day. There is one specific setup that traders are taught to wait for. So we're not looking to trade every twist and turn in crude. There's going to be some days where we don't get a trade at all. Despite good price movement, there are days where we don't get the setup we're looking for. Some days we get short and long, but on average, just about 4 times a week, we're going to get our trade one way or the other, and it's almost always going to be for a nice sizable reaction. These levels share one common denominator, and this is what I teach. This is what I've been teaching. I've been using this setup now for about 15 years, and quite honestly, I've just taken it for granted and never intended to mention it or teach it. And again, it just happened to be in a group session that I happened to bring it up. And again, those group of traders who have learned it are doing quite well with it. So I'm really pleased about that. And again, so I've been asked, and I've decided, you know what, I'm going to do for the first time, I'm going to do a training series on this particular concept on crude, and it will only be available via a video series. So just stay tuned. Be sure to watch GTraderPro on our website and our Discord channel. If you're not a member or a subscriber, you can certainly join our Discord. It's completely free, of course. You can join our Discord server here and check out our website. And then the website will be referencing the Crude Trader Pro training modules very shortly here. So we're going to work on that during the course of this week. Hope to have it ready within a week or two, ready for purchase. It's going to be a very modest, very reasonable price. And it will also come with a monthly free group session. So on a monthly basis, I'll be doing a monthly review, a monthly session for all subscribers to the video series. We'll get together live on a monthly basis. We'll do some further education, some Q&A, and of course I'll always be available to answer questions for any of our video subscribers. So again, I'm very excited to announce that we're going to have this product here. Again, it'll be out in about 1 to 2 weeks. It's going to be a video series available online, and again, come with a monthly free training session, Q&A session, live group session, along with any other help that a trader may need. So again, very excited about this. Again, something not something I was intending to do, and just came about as, again, just part of a very casual conversation with some traders. Very, very pleased with what these traders have been able to do. It's very exciting. And again, and I don't say this lightly, but again, the probabilities of this trade, if taken precisely, if you have the patience to wait for it and you have the discipline to set the proper parameters, then your trading success is going to be between 80 to 90% of those trades will be winning trades. And again, so check out the website, check out our Discord server. You can come into the Discord server, by the way, and participate on our Free Fridays, where a lot of these crude trades are posted. Of course, you could always sign up to be a live member and receive these trades on a day-to-day basis if you like as well. But again, watch the website here for the announcement on when this will be released. It'll be released within the next week to 10 days, 14 days at the most. I hope to have everything completed here, and we'll keep things posted on the website as to a release date if it's going to take a little bit longer than that. So watch for updates. There'll be another video here as we get closer to our release date. And as always, come into our Discord server. Certainly you can reach out to me, Gil, on my Discord server. You can reach out to me privately, ask me any questions. I'd be happy to chat with you. And again, look forward to working with each and every one of you. Thanks for your interest. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for watching the video. And please be sure to join the Discord server. Like us on Facebook. And I'll see you next time.